At least 80% of black women.
One man's I'm not ready is another man.
Welcome to Absolutely Not for the Meek. Damn it, boy. Feeling good on that right there. Feeling real good. What's up, everybody? It is, what is it? What is it today? Sunday. Sunday morning, around 9:52 in the morning. And it is freaking awesome. It's an awesome day. Doing what we gotta do. And yeah, today is who is to blame for our community? Oh my goodness. I think all of us for being ignorant. Even our forefathers for not knowing, for preventing them to enter the country, trying to be kind to them and everything like that. And we're doing it all over again, right? All right, so let me see here. I got some stuff. By the way, did I just say it was fucking February 25th, 2024? Yeah, February 25th, 2024. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and queue up what I have here. And this is men, we have to take responsibility for all the buffoonery we have going on here. We definitely do, because things have really gotten out of control. And I'm gonna start off with, and we're gonna have to run through this. You know what I'm gonna do? First, I'm gonna give you a little eye candy, something delicious, and something that you have to be very leery of, because you know whatever looks sweet ain't always that. I did a video last night. It was about a young man takes his 7-year girlfriend to see a concert. Oma Leah, something like Ome Lee, whatever bull crap his name is, I don't know. And his girlfriend goes on stage and everything like that, and pretty much hoes out and everything like that, and he leaves by himself, all sad and everything. And as I explained, I've seen it before. I've seen it many a time, but guess what? Maybe you should have taken her earlier. Maybe you should have took her on like your third month dating, and you would have seen for yourself what type of female she is. Maybe that's what you should have did. So to that young man, I feel you have my sympathy, and shoot, man, that's your fault. You didn't know what kind of chick she was for all this time. You should have really did your freaking homework. But you've learned. It's a ultimate lesson learned, and I know you'll do better, young man. All right, so let's go into. There's so much to go into. Maybe I'll just go ahead and put something that's close and personal to me and where I'm at in life on the front burner.
big grown age in my life that I do not have the time or the space for games or uncertainty. If you are uncertain about who I am and what I bring to the table, respectfully, I need you to leave that over there. This big grown age that I'm at now, I am focused on doing the will that I was placed on this earth to do. I am focused on creating. I am focused on building. I am focused on loving. I am focused on continuing to sow the seeds that I have sown up to this point that has yielded me the results that I see now in my life. I have come to the place of understanding that I know my value and I can't entertain anything that still questions it because I risk myself falling back into the pit hole of doubting myself. So it was truly good for me, for anyone who did not see my value and God removed them from me, because it placed me in a place of confidence of remembering who I am. Thank you.
Fitted X. Facts, yo. I mean, man, listen. When I look in the past and all that were there, good riddance. Good riddance. Pieces of crap. And a lot of times you see them, you're like, what the fuck? Is this how it is? Is this how big these people are? Like, what the hell is going on here? All right, so that's part of us men taking responsibility, right? Let's go into Big Read. I'm kind of like on this thing here because I tried to go ahead and just record it. Yesterday I wasn't exactly in the lab at my computer, my big boy, and I was on my laptop, and I just don't like the way the camera looks and all kind of stuff, and I think it's very limited and everything because it doesn't have the power that this thing has, you know, uh, in processing power. So I kind of just went ahead and did those avatar videos. But here's Big Read.
At the end of the day, the black man has to take a good look at himself. The shit he allows to go on in his hood. Because everything that goes on in our hood is dictated on what we don't do. It's the shit we allow to happen that causes all the murder and mayhem that goes on in all these urban areas. It's men in these areas, grown men, that's lacking their responsibility to handle their area where they at. That's why when I say the right folks, when I go up there, them men is handling their business. They not going for that nonsense. I don't give a fuck if a bitch on welfare or not. There's certain rules and stipulations and everything. And when they give them bitches them EBT cards and Section 8 vouchers, they don't tell them they got to allow people to run in and out of their house, smoke hookah, and leave their kids unattended. They don't tell them that.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility. It's not Mama Parker, the mayor. It's not city council. It's up to the men, man. We got to check these motherfuckers. Because that's...
And that's check everybody. It don't matter who it is. If it's going against your morals and values and what you stand for and the well-being of your children, it's unacceptable. That's one of the things I learned. If you got somebody trying to change your perspective and your core values to suit them, what they believe it is, fuck them. Fuck those bitches. Fuck it. Fuck you up your fucking ass, yo. Get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Man, later. I'm gonna talk about that later, if anything.
That's what all this shit comes down to. Lack of accountability, lack of involvement. And we let these motherfuckers walk around us and feel safe doing dumb shit. The same thing with them illegal immigrants. We supposed to put the pressure of God on them motherfuckers. They supposed to be like, man, I'm going back to my country. Man, these motherfuckers is applying pressure. Y'all not applying pressure on them, but you apply pressure on motherfuckers you knew all your life. Yeah, you hate him. You want to line him up, set him up, and kill him, but you got these illegal immigrants around you violating every fucking rule under the sun, and y'all turning a blind eye. And that be my point. We all got shit that we got to be responsible for. Accountability. So at the end of the day, until we do that, it's always going to be fucked up in these black communities. Y'all stay on point and watch y'all back.
That's Big Reed. Big Reed know what time it is. Yeah, anybody going against your moral compass and your value, like motherfuckers say, yeah, let me tell you something what this fucking clown would fucking talk about. This clown in a fucking cult, right? Probably Native American and everything like that. He would say, yo, if the mother ain't cooperating with you, fuck them kids. And I was like, what the fuck? And niggas was going along with that because these are niggas that don't take care of their kids. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing for their kids. They like, yo, if I ain't with the bitch and she ain't doing what I want her to do, fuck her. Which I ain't I ain't taking care of my kids. She's on her fucking own. And these motherfuckers don't do nothing. And and motherfuckers agreeing that shit. Now let me tell you something. I'm a man that I have children and I've taken care of my children from day one of conception. Those are my children. That's why I don't be looking to date women who have children because I'm going to take care of my children. Nowadays, when I go somewhere and they say, oh, you want to donate some money to the children? Man, I'm like, sure. Someone donating to my children's fund? I got children that I'm taking care of. I got grown children that I took care of and everything like that. I didn't run away from child support. I took care of it. You know what I'm saying? But these people battling to not to pay child support. Fucking niggas. And this is, I'm going to play this one right here to give an example. And there's motherfuckers out here. And these bitches be choosing them.
Delonte on the thread that I say, yo, that was some bitch shit, nigga. That's my man. Look him in his eyes. He tell me his story. I say, yeah, good. But that was some bitch shit. I don't think you had to sell dope. I think you took the weak way out. Any nigga that don't take care of their fucking children, I think they bitch, weak ass niggas. I say that. Now, I'm a product of a motherfucker who's speaking from experience because I'm married to a woman who had kids before I met her. Her baby daddy went to prison for some prison drug shit. From day one, I said, oh, he's a weak ass nigga. Once the nigga seen his son looking just like him, he still sell dope. Oh, he a bitch nigga. Bitch, you had a house and a salon. Y'all won't struggle. He's a bitch nigga, want some shoes and watches and bracelets. I tell him that to his face today.
You hear that? She had a business, a salon, making money, but he's just a hood rat clown that she's chose to sleep with and had a baby. And he's still out there living his life on the streets, feeling some type of I don't know, man. But man, listen, this has got to change, man. I mean, raise your boys right.
You was a bitch nigga. Once, yeah, you was a young man. Once you seen you got 2 kids, nigga, and you keep hustling because you want to act a religion, you a hoe, nigga. You a hoe. So I expect you to be a hoe. That's how I feel. My wife's baby daddy is a fucking hoe. Now, not now, but to me, he was a hoe. So he get out of prison. My first thing, my wife come to me and say, I'll tell you the real man I am. Because I done been through this shit. She said, should I put him on child support? Make him pay his share? I said, nah, don't put that nigga on child support. Why? Why shouldn't he be accountable? Well, I live here. I'm gonna have to pay bills anyway. He's already showed he's a bitch nigga. What if you put him on child support and he don't come around? Mm-hmm. What was I concerned about? The kids singing they dad. Because I'm a product of a motherfucker that didn't see his daddy. And don't got no feelings, don't love him, don't give a shit. But I did want to know why I crossed my legs, where I get my swagger from. So at the least, I wanted to foster an atmosphere where this man had no excuse not to see his kids. Him and her won't have no beef, because that child support shit will bring beef in. Why wouldn't it? A motherfucker battling and making it any fucking way? Y'all already see the nigga ain't had an unction in the fucking galls to make it in life. So that's why he sold drugs. Now he out of prison. What the fuck is he gonna do? Work at Walmart or goddamn Roasters or some shit? You take his check, that'll turn him into the more the bitch than he is. This real life shit. I'm a man amongst men. So I hate weak nigga shit.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I think this guy got some narcissisticness in him. Just my opinion.
I hate weak nigga shit. But niggas are gone. Lost cause. They following the women. That's why they sold the fucking drugs. Cause y'all bitches wanted some pocketbooks and shit. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
That's hard to say we drove.
Man. Yeah. To give you a fucking pocketbook. Thought he was doing something. Thought he was achieving goals. Okay. With that, let's look at the type of females that let's go into marriage. Should we go into marriage or should we go into the female chicanery? Let's go into that because let's go into the destruction that we see today in the community. What has been created? Yeah, let's do that.
Now, pick it up, bitch. Pick it all up. Pick it the fuck up, bitch. I ain't destroyed shit. I'm making it messy in this motherfucker. Call the fucking police. Call them. Call them. Call them, ho. Call them. Call them.
It's a place of business now. What restaurant is this? Wendy's. And look at the son looking at all this.
All I wanted to do was just order some food. Look what I gotta go through. This is crazy. This is totally crazy.
The men are like, yo, what the hell is going on? The black female has left the building. And I got buddies that saying, yo, why are you talking about these black women? They're not women, they're females. And because a black woman wouldn't do that. So I want to give today, I want to show the narrative. Oh man, you know what? let's go into first I'm going to show this one. Let's go into the ultimate epitome of professional hood ghetto that I consider one of the worst females ever. Okay, here we go.
So I got a problem. And somebody has to make this make sense for me. Okay, so
And she's talking about Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis. Let's go. Let's get into this.
Fanny wins an award, at the black church, for being a what? For being a 304? No, this is what I'm saying. For being a 304. She wins an award, a Black History Month award for being a 304. Because I want to share something with you. All y'all out here talking about equal rights, equal rights. If a man would have done the nonsense that Fanny has done, no matter all the good he has done, y'all would have wiped the slate clean with all the good that he has done. Only thing y'all would remember was the nonsense that he has done. So I want to see equal rights. Same.
God damn it, fucking videos are short. God damn. And here's another one.
Actually having a debate with my mama about this, and she was just like, oh my goodness, like this is just another Florida take down a black woman. And I'm like, girl, this has nothing to do with Fanny being a black woman. This is everything to do with having your hand in the cookie jar. This is everything to do with ethics. When it's being propped up like this, everything is under scrutiny. That's the cardinal rule. You have to be above the board. Your reputation has to be pristine. I wouldn't even get caught jaywalking. You need to stop at every stop sign. Make sure your brake go all the way down. Don't even try to do what's called a rolling stop. Don't even do that. Because you never know. You have to be above the board. And sis just got caught, and she now is admitting to the fact that they actually had an affair. Sis should have never got up in that church and said what she said, did that whole little runaround, and then tried to make it about a racial issue. We got to stop doing that. You got to just take accountability. Don't go trying to slap race on every conversation, on every topic, now that you done got caught being in an unethical situation with someone that you appointed to be on this high profile case.
Oh man. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. Oh boy. Some sick bastards. Now we're gonna go deeper in because like I did on another podcast, explaining how Fanny and her boyfriend, her lover, are pretty much, they've perjured themselves, and they're saying, well, no, you can't believe phone records. You can't believe the phone company. Let's go into that a little bit.
Investigator hired by former President Donald Trump's Georgia attorneys alleged more than 2,000 phone calls and just under 12,000 text messages took place between Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis and her special prosecutor Nathan Wade before he was hired.
You already know there is more drama in the Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade scandal, so let's get into it. A new court document filed by Trump's legal team raises new questions around District Attorney Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade's relationship timeline. A private investigator who's working with Trump's legal team got their hands on Fannie and Nathan Wade's cell phone data. The data revealed that Fannie and Nathan made over 2,000 calls to each other and exchanged 12,000 text messages over the 11-month period in 2021. Nathan Wade's phone had been tracked to Fannie's home on at least 2 late nights in 2021, well before they claimed they were a couple. On 35 occasions from April 1st, 2021 to November 30th, 2021, Nathan Wade was near the condo Fannie was subleasing from a friend. And many of those visits were before Nathan Wade was hired by Fannie Willis to be the special prosecutor on the Trump case in November 2021.
Cell phone data obtained by Trump's legal team shows Nathan Wade, that special prosecutor, visited Willis's neighborhood at least 35 times in the 11 months before Willis hired him in late 2021. Twice, Wade arrived late at night and left early the following morning. The data shows about 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January to November 2021. Why this matters, the timeline is everything in this case. Joining me now on the phone is former Assistant District Attorney of Fulton County, Daryl Cohen. Daryl, thanks for joining us. We sat and watched as this hearing originally started. What do you make of these new revelations?
This is damning. At the very best, it's troubling. It seems to completely contradict the testimony of both Fonnie Willis and of Nathan Wade. And because of that, this could be a complete game changer in terms of how Judge McAfee decides to rule.
The timeline here, the timeline is extremely important. Get viewers up to speed about why this timeline matters.
Well, it matters because the testimony has been that Fonnie Willis and Nathan Wade became friends. They met at a conference, and he was hired before any of this took place, and that they did not have any type of relationship other than completely a business relationship. Now, if these texts and if these pings on the telephone are accurate, that changes the entire ball game and means that there could be some untruth that's been told under oath. In other words, it could be perjury.
So let's get into this court filing. The private investigator, he got the cell phone data from a cell phone monitoring tool that is considered by law enforcement to be the gold standard in cell phone record analytics. Okay, so September 11th to the 12th of 2021, Nathan Wade left the Doraville area at 10:15 p.m., traveling directly to and arriving within the geofence located on the Dogwood address at 10:45 p.m. The Dogwood address being Fannie Willis' home. He left the Dogwood address at 3:28 a.m. and traveled directly to towers near his Marietta residence in East Cobb, arriving at 4:05 a.m. And then he texts Fannie at 4:20 a.m. On November 30th, 2021, Nathan Wade received a call from Fannie at 11:32 p.m.
Can you see this document here? That's why I'm on a small screen so you can possibly see these records here. I mean, it's damning. I'll just be short with this.
That lasted for 40 minutes. Leaving the towers located near his residence in East Cobb at 12:05 a.m., he then called Fannie Willis at 12:38 a.m. and arrived at Fannie's home at 12:43 a.m. Nathan Wade left Fannie's home that morning at 4:55 a.m., traveling to the Atlanta area. Now, I don't know about you, but this sounds a whole lot like a booty call to me. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments.
All right. Well, I think it's a booty call, which if you're going to, you're hitting up a chick, you're hooking up at 1:30 at night, and then you leave out at 4 in the morning, and this is all before the indictment. And then they indict Trump, and the day that they did that, after he got the case and was guaranteed $650,000, he went ahead and divorced his wife. So it looks like bullshit to me. Look like they perjured themselves. And by all means, they go ahead and lock up people of melanin all day long, every day. So they should go to jail too. And the thing is, it's like, why are you harping on these black females? Because they're destroying the community by putting melanated men in jail like this one, lying, cheating, which are stealing their sisters' husbands. They are, man. My whole thing is, the whole world is not holding them accountable. But guess what? I am. I'm gonna hold them accountable on everything they do. There's a reason why this man probably was cheating on his wife, because she wasn't even treating him right and doing what she needed to do. She started getting into her feminist ways and acting like that, and decided that, oh, you know what? I don't feel like giving you no top. I don't want to give it to you when you want it. I mean, I highly doubt it, and because she looks better than Fanny. Fanny was not only paying, but she was giving him everything that he wanted, and she was enjoying giving it. That, I believe, is a situation. Allegedly. So there's always going to be problems. Always going to be problems. And nobody seems to know why. No one seems to know. Let me see. All right, so now women be on some real But did I show this one here? Because we got more Fanny stuff.
Having a debate with my mama about this, and she was just like, oh my goodness, like this is just another.
Oh no, we did that one. So there's another one here. This is the one.
Emasculate a black man, but I'm just telling you.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not going to emasculate a black man. Did you understand that?
All right,
Well, I don't think we should discuss further.
Mr. Seda, next question.
We would have brutal arguments about the fact that I am your equal. I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
Oh boy, she emasculated everybody around her, anything like that. Probably except the guy that she's paying for. Until she gets him and everything like that, and then she goes ahead and emasculates him and does stuff like this.
Narcissist. You know that? Like, you are a narcissist. And not only that, you're a misogynist. Like,
it's misogynist.
see, and here you go. Like, you always gaslight me, and here you go gaslighting me again. I'm already traumatized, and like, I was just so delulu. I couldn't even see the person that you were, and now I'm freaking traumatized because of you.
Yeah, everything is you man, you bad, you this and that.
Every single girl I've ever spoken to or listened to on a podcast or whatever always describes their recent ex-boyfriend as a narcissist. Which got me to think, guys, if I have one single piece of advice for 2024, it's be a narcissist. They seem to be getting all the women. And ladies, why are you so attracted to narcissists? As my very wise therapist once said, water seeks its own level. I would look inward.
Facts. And the whole thing is, I think that it's a problem of accountability. A problem with not taking things seriously and not following through. And I blame feminism on top of being a weak vessel.
About to ruffle some feathers here. Feminism is demonic, straight from the pit of hell. Why? Because it's not about women's rights. It's not about empowering women. And it's most definitely not about protecting them. Feminism is about destroying the family the way God intended it. It's about lying to them that they need to be established in their career and travel and experience life before they settle down to have a family. It's about telling them that having a child will destroy their lives. It's about teaching them that submission is bad and makes you less of a person. Feminism is totally anti-God and anti-Christ. It's a movement that is robbing young girls of their best years to be mothers. And even more so, it's actually about teaching them that being a mother is not anything special and that it's actually quite an inconvenience. When raising children in the ways of God is one of the most powerful things you can do as a woman. So ladies, please don't believe the lie. It will cost you. Go find out what God's plan is for you.
It'll not only cost you, but it'll cost your children and your legacy. It'll cost you everything. But here's another example of feminist thought.
There used to be a point in time where I could have a roster. Yeah, a little starting five. I could do it. I could juggle it. I was having a good time. I felt fulfilled enough. It was cool. You know the old saying, what you can't get from one man, you can definitely get from five.
I'm having a good time, like dating.
A little starting five. I could do it. I could juggle it. I was having a good time. I felt fulfilled enough. It was cool. You know the old saying, what you can't get from one man, you can definitely get from five.
I'm having a good time, like dating and meeting new people and all of that, but I would like to get married at some point.
If your husband is a good guy, but you're ready for divorce, you're not a bad person.
How?
So don't let guilt get the best of you. You're not doing him any favors by staying. Your relationship doesn't have to be toxic to validate your feelings of wanting to leave. If he's a good guy, he deserves to be happy. That means he deserves to be with somebody who values him and wants him just the way he is. If that's not you, you gotta let him go. He may not see it like this right now, but you're doing both of you a favor.
There's no point in trying to change them anymore. They have to destroy themselves. You cannot tell them not to destroy themselves. It is mass delusion. And they think if they shout you down, call you names, make fun of you, do all of these things, that somehow it's going to change their outcome. The only thing that's going to change are men. And there is no use in trying to save these women. There's no use in trying to compromise. There's no use in trying to work with any woman over here because they are gone. They are lost. We're going to have to let them run their course and let a younger generation see the destruction when they become the old, bitter, nasty, destructive people that they are. I encourage men to go their own way. Don't approach, don't coddle, don't give princess treatment. Don't listen to nothing. They deserve nothing. The only thing that's going to work is the absolute coldness of men.
FedEx. Damn. Truth bombs. Truth bombs. I tell you, it gets no better than that. No better. They're just, oh, what the hell is going on? Let me see. Oh, I think there's something good here. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Want daddies, not husbands. Let me explain. So many women on this app love to preach that men only want mommies. A lot of women on this app will say that they want a man to pay all of their bills. They want them to show up emotionally. They want them to show up 24/7. They want them to give them princess treatment. They want to be treated like gold, essentially like their dad would treat them if they have good fathers. They want the men in their lives to fix all of their shit, be their caretaker. But on top of that, on top of all of the things that men are already responsible for, now these women are crying about domestic labor. So they want the men to also do all of the laundry, do most of the cooking while simultaneously working 60 hours. And most of the time, that's still not good enough. So if he is cooking, cleaning, doing your laundry, providing for you, taking care of your emotional needs, then what the hell are you doing? Probably sitting on social media for 6 hours a day, not really accomplishing anything, like a teenage daughter, hence the daddy-daughter dynamic. And some of these women can get all of that and princess treatment and throw little tantrums when they don't get their way by giving the silent treatment, and thus continue the father-daughter dynamic instead of wife and husband. But that's right. Men are only looking for mommies, not wives. Okay, bye.
Sounds like delusion to me. Sounds like a whole bunch of delusion. This is why we can't get nowhere. We literally are in a crisis. But I'm here talking about this. And I'm going to go into some of that crisis later on, we are live. We are live on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Jeez. I don't even like Facebook. All right, let's go into more dysfunction. More dysfunction. Oh, this one's good. This goes to show you the mental. Oh, boy.
Death penalty. Yes. Okay. Why? I guess I just believe in everybody's rights to be alive, and I do believe that people can be reformed. Okay. Are you pro-choice? Yeah. Everybody's right to be alive. Everybody's right to be, yes, true, except for I just feel like, I just feel differently about that. I think it's ironic that you are pro-choice, but you're against the death penalty. Yes. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense? Are you, because I'm against the government killing people? But it's okay if a woman does it. People have sovereignty over their bodies. They can make their own choice.
You're not alive until you've been loved and wanted.
So, homeless people that are not wanted, they have no family, they're not loved, we can just go out and take them off the streets, do whatever we want? They're not alive?
I think you've just called an end to this. If that's your stance, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
That's your stance. You said.
You see the insanity? And this is the same type of people that were feminists. They were the same breed the same stock that were in the whole feminist bull crap. Damn. There's another one. Let's check it out.
Personally, I think because you're a man, you shouldn't have any words.
Okay. You're saying because I'm a man, I'm not affected by abortion, I shouldn't have an opinion on it?
Pretty much.
Okay. Are you affected in any way by the Holocaust?
Not personally, I'm not Jewish.
Do you think the Holocaust is bad?
I do.
So you have an opinion on something that doesn't directly affect you, right?
Yeah. They hate that. They hate that when you show them the real. They like, oh, you corrected me. You corrected me. How dare you, savage man. You evil bastard. You're evil. You standing up for unborn children.
Have babies?
Yes, yeah, they can.
Absolutely not. Men will never be able to have babies. It's just not gonna happen.
Men can have babies because not every man is male and not every woman's female.
If they can get you confused about something as basic as your gender, they can convince you of anything.
What would you say to all the people that say, no, men can't have babies?
I'd say that they need to study kind of the difference between gender and sexuality. Obviously, like, gender's more of a construct. I'm a male, but I don't consider myself a man necessarily.
What would you say to all the people that say, no, men can't have babies?
They just need to educate themselves on the topic.
I came out of the vagina like this, so if they want to come out and try to do something different, I say God has something to say about that.
Trans men are men, and they can still have, like, the biological parts that are able to create children in that way.
What would you say to all the people that say, yes, men can have babies?
Wake up from your wet dream.
God damn. You're seeing the dysfunction and delusion all in real time. And while we have all these things going on in the world that affects us all, people are dying, people are being genocided, and oh my God, I don't know what it'll take to wake people up. You know, man, it's just sad. I think maybe I might go ahead and get into some real stuff when I leave this space here later on, and I go to Rumble, where you can do what you want, and all I have to do is go to X. X will show you stuff that I see what's going on, and it just makes me sick to my stomach. I just can't take it. I just like, wow, when I see these little children burned and disfigured, and oh man, you know, wow, it's so much. But you know what? I might have to do it. I might have to do it later on. I might have to go in there because I saw something today. I saw something where let me give you some precedents right here.
There's like 1.4 million people stuck in Rafah. What might happen if those Palestinian people were to be sort of pushed across the border into Egypt?
Palestinians do not want to leave their homes. It's that simple. And this is actually something that is very infuriating for us to hear with a lot of Western politicians when they say, oh, why don't other Arab nations take them? We have taken Palestinians, but it's not up to you. And it's a very colonialist mindset to say, why don't you take the Palestinians? Who are you to dictate where the Palestinians ought to go? The UK is also complicit, which actually is quite ironic given that Britain started this whole farce with the British mandate of Palestine and what went forth. So you would think you wouldn't be so audacious given the history, but that hasn't been the case. And if anything, it's been extremely frustrating for us to see this and ironically look at your history and look at your colonialist history. Maybe it's time that Britain changes its stance and stops hiding behind political jargon and talks of inclusivity and nice suits, and actually start saying things as it is. Enough of this political veil.
And she's absolutely correct. But I mean, you see people that they have no word. It's like no one's listening. It's like, who are you? Just like, majority of black people and what they've gone through. Thus why you see a black female on the loose inside of Wendy's tearing up stuff. You see them everywhere, robbing stores and doing all kind of stuff because of the trauma. Like, can you imagine the trauma the Palestinians have from what's going on? And I tell you, I saw a video while I'm thinking about going to X and doing my video live, just looking at X stuff, because I saw a video that these guys, these Israeli soldiers, were sitting inside a armored vehicle with a controller, with a controller, a controller, like with a screen on it, and they had a gun turret on top of that thing, and they was shooting, just Palestinians just walking around in their neighborhood and everything like that, and just pop. Like, oh shit! And you come up on them, they got video with it, like the leg is like they've been hitting the leg, and the leg is separated and everything, blood and everything. I'm just like, what the? Wasn't doing nothing. Wasn't doing a damn thing. And you wonder why the world hates us. You wonder why there's people crossing the border that say, yo, you don't know who I am? Well, you about to find out. You don't know why? Because you're worrying about your right to murder your child in your womb? Or even better, let your baby come out and everything, and after 10 months, you can go ahead and you could kill him up to 10 months. Try the kid out for a little bit and everything like that. And then, within that 10 months period, you have the opportunity to just take him out. This is what we're living in. And we got a whole bunch of this delusional females running around talking, spewing this trash, and it's like it's okay. You know? Let me see something. Let me see what this chick has to say. Because something I be putting up stuff and everything, and I'm just like, man, I got so much shit. I don't even know. I didn't mark it.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hold
So I
on.
clicked it, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hold on.
So I clicked it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this real? For you guys. Anyway.
I don't even know what the hell that was. My bad. Some type of dysfunction. I just can't do it. I don't know. Let's check out. Okay, that one already did that one. Let's check out this one.
Increased your emotional intelligence, your mental health, your financial stability, your confidence, your spiritual fortitude. You have raised your maturity rates. It costs more to be around you now. And the only currencies accepted here are authenticity, loyalty, honesty, integrity, and reciprocation. The problem is, some people are so used to getting all of you at a discounted, damn near free rate, barely giving you anything in return, yet taking full advantage of the best that you are.
Are you freaking kidding me? This is this is this is the problem right here. It's just like the same thing where a woman comes into a relationship and is like, "What do you bring to the table?" and everything like that, and she believes that just the simple fact that she lets you access her meat pocket and everything like that, and that's all it is. And she looks pretty. She looks pretty, and all these different things. You know, I'm sorry. I was a trucker for years, and the type of money I can make was quarter quarter million or whatever a year. And I don't care what kind of professional chick you are, you wasn't pulling in like I was. You wasn't sacrificing like I was. That's why you got uh females, these lawyer DAs and everything like that. They don't make a lot of money and everything like that. That's why Fannie was going ahead and doing deals, had a guy that she was screwing and getting him paid so which he could flip the bill for her vacations so she could have fun and everything like that, and which her and live the lifestyle. And then it was probably going to get to the point where he was going to pay all her bills, pay for where she lived and everything. So she going to funnel money out to other people to take care of her, make sure they are well paid, and she's getting all type of benefits because she ain't making a lot of money. That's why that fine ass DA in Maryland, Baltimore, whatever, she's looking at federal prison for for mortgage fraud and perjury as well. 2 counts of perjury, which is 5 years a pop. And man, listen, she fine. I don't wish her that. I hope they give her a light sentence, but I mean, she's looking at 40 years. I don't know how much of a light sentence they can give her under federal statutes. Well, let's go let her this chick talk, right?
When it comes to healthy interactions with you, give yourself permission to charge what you're worth. But if it's difficult for you to see your worth, then at the very least honor and respect your work. Everything you've fought through, everything you've healed from, every failure or disappointment you've had to climb up out of, everything you've done to get where you are, protect that, because that is your harvest and does not belong to those who feel entitled to reap where they have not sown, and in some cases even attempted to ruin your seed. But not to worry, you don't even need to put focus on that. If you only accept the aforementioned currencies, then people can't afford to be in your presence anyway.
This is exactly what's wrong. Look at me. You're about to feel what's coming. You're about to realize that all that bullshit, all this fake come up that America has supplied you your dysfunctional ass, that you think you doing something getting fake money, you probably broke as a joke. All these chicks, boss chicks and everything, and you go look at the bank account and they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. And all you gotta do is follow some rules and know how to treat your damn man. Let's listen to this chick talking about some of the rules.
Do not get married until you can do these 4 things. Y'all, I'm speaking from experience, okay? I've learned lessons the hard way, and I believe God allowed me to make those mistakes to help prevent others from making the same ones. So let's get into it, family. Number 1, until you have perfected the art of forgiving, becoming a professional forgiver. Number 2, until you are able to delete divorce as an option, or until you are able to not run away when things get hard. Number 3, until you are able to take accountability, full accountability for your actions. And lastly, number 4, until you are able to kill your ego. It says in the Bible, Proverbs 16:18, pride goes before destruction and arrogance before a fall. You'd be surprised how many marriages have been killed, have been destroyed by pride and ego.
Yep, pride and ego. And don't we know what that is, gentlemen? Don't we know what that is? Let's hear from the right folk, a representative from the right folk. He gonna talk about marriage.
A lot about how there aren't good men in the culture today, and for the most part, that is true. But I was absolutely shocked to learn something yesterday that I did not know, that 70 to 80% of all divorces are filed by the woman. What shocked me more than the fact that they file 80% of the divorces were the reasons. The number one reason, number one, being that they feel held back in the marriage. Held back in the marriage. Because somehow we've forgotten that marriage is about sacrifice, that it's about love for another person and love for your children and love for the generations that come after them. It's about family. It's about something bigger than you. So the number one reason being they feel held back by the marriage. The number two reason is that they feel like they're bearing too much of the emotional burden. I don't really want to dissect that one, but the number three reason being that they're done putting up with unacceptable behaviors. So all of it sounds like an unwillingness to work on things or an unwillingness to be uncomfortable. Me, myself, and me. I want to remind everyone what love is as defined by the Bible. Love is patient and kind. Well, patience and kindness aren't thinking about being held back, does not envy or boast, is not arrogant or rude, does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things.
Yep. I wish that there was more to that. The right folk, they know exactly what's going on. Maybe I ought to listen to them. Maybe I ought to listen to them. Oh my goodness. Let me see what else I have here. Oh man. Oh, I forgot about something here. There's something here. Another example of total delusion. Why am I not seeing it here? I'm in the right file. I'm in the right damn file. Do I have to pull this sucker up on something else? Yo, I saw something that just blew me away earlier. And it was about a mother and her child. And I guess it's just a picture. Yeah, it's just this picture here. Let me see. Damn, can I? Let me see if I can pull this up on my because it's just a picture. Let me share screen here. Share screen. Hold on. Video details. That's not it. It's a window. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can you see this? Can you see this? And yes, you can. Okay. Look what this says. Look at what this says. Mom arrested for child neglect posted pics of daughter waxing crotches. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? I mean, let's see if we can let's get the picture of this thought. This thought pocket. This thought pocket. Let's see if we can all right. So I'm in there. Oh boy. Where the hell? There's a picture of the mother. Let me see. Can I move this crap? What the hell? Got that, that, that. Where is she? God damn it. I'm gonna have to go back and try again. But did you read that? That was on TMZ TV. Oh, you know what? Upload. No items to upload. Okay. I'm trying to get this damn thing to show this damn thing here. Let me see if I can do it again. All right, we got this on here. Now let me see. Show screen. Show window. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. There's the mother. Jasmine Moss. Look at Jasmine Moss. What a good mommy. Having her and her little child. Her little child showing how to do with JJ's. Ain't this something? And due to these chicks buck wilding, let me go ahead and get out of there. Let's get rid of that. We're done with that. Due to that, we have situations in the world that we will not address. And this was the plan. Let me show you what the plan was.
Our Congress is bought and paid for by Israel. They admit it. Go to the AIPAC website. You'll see how much money they spend. They talk about the number of races that they've bought. They talk about the number of people they've driven out of. A foreign entity is bragging about having people lose elections in America because they put money on the line. Now, they claim to be American, but they're working on behalf of Israel. If the Russians came in and put $100 million into our election the way that the Israelis have done through AIPAC and bragged about it, I don't think too many people would be happy about that. Or if the Chinese did that, or if anybody did that. But Israel is doing that, which means they own Congress. The first thing that Johnson did, the new speaker did, when he became the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the number 3 person in the line of succession, that, we have a nation full of problems. There's a lot of issues out there. The first thing he did is said, my number 1 priority is more money for Israel. What are you talking about? You're an American. How about your first priority be America, not Israel? But that's the problem. So the Biden administration is trying, because they know, trust me, they know this, Judge. They know everything I just said. The military's telling them the Israelis are getting whipped up north. They're getting whipped by Hamas. They can't defeat them. But the United States government can't go against Israel because Israel owns every single one of them.
Exactly. And the men that you need to go ahead and rectify this situation, they're out there worried about your ass. They worried about what you're gonna do with their children. They can't go and handle business because who knows what you're gonna do? Because Lord knows you ain't gonna be there.
Why is the system programming women to believe that men who support traditional values, who say things like, a woman's greatest role is her being a mother, which I happen to agree with. I have a child. There's nothing bigger and better in the world that I can do beyond creating that beautiful human being. Why are they programming women to see that as misogyny, which actually means the hatred of women?
Because it's part of the bigger agenda. They don't want us to have kids. They don't want us to raise families because they know that that's the happiest state you're ever going to be in, is being a mother, being a father, having a family, and continuing your legacy. Obviously, if that's your happiest state, they don't want you to be happy. They want you to be controlled. They want you to be scared. If you're depressed, you're more easily programmed. It's very simple.
Yep. Wow, the video selection is going on pretty good today. It's going on pretty good, I must say. And let me tell you something. For more delusional women, females, I'm sorry. Here's another lesson. This is for the ones that want the Pookie and the Ray Ray and everything. You think that you can make something happen and like that instead of choosing the man that wants you and everything like that is trying to be, that's being good to you and trying to make it work and everything like that. But you believe that, well, shut up then, mind your business. What's that, Bink? Whatever the hell that thing on the phone is called. Listen to my conversation. All right, so here's a older woman talking about how you mess you mess with these guys. They don't give a damn about you. They just get what they can.
Let me tell you ladies something of significance. A man knows who his heart belongs to. You can jump high, you can jump low, you can cook, clean, shower him with all kinds of gifts. You can write his DD from left to right, sideways, backward, forward, doggy style, tumble style, corkscrew style, acrobatic style, back flip, front flip. If it's not you that holds his heart, it's not you. That's why some of you will never be valued, appreciated, loved, or happy, because you are trying to do more of the things he already doesn't enjoy. No matter what you do, if it's not you he wants, it's not you. But the sad thing about it is, he will never tell you. He will have you work harder and harder to be in a place where you hope that it becomes you one day. The more you try, the less you feel about yourself. I'm telling you, the man already knows where his heart belongs, and it's not with you. It's not with you.
Yep. And she's talking about those dudes that's out of your league. And you listen to a woman say, "Oh, your value and all this stuff, like you make money, you in a certain place." Yeah, but that don't mean you want it. That don't mean that what a man wants you. That don't mean that man. Let me tell you something. I've dated a lot of women. I know one time I was talking to this woman, and she man, her damn breast stank. I mean, she wasn't bad looking or anything like that, but then her breast stank. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, oh no, that just turned me off right there. I ain't want to be with her. And with her, then just do what you do and everything and be gone. You know? But they know that. They know that they ain't want it, but they still trying to get that guy that's out of their league. Let me see something here. Okay. Now this is another perfect example of the hindrance these chicks is doing. That things that we need to take care of. I'm learning this system. And it's turning out pretty good.
Scientists, I can tell you, there's no global warming, there was no pandemic, nothing is spreading, nitrogen is not a problem, cow farts are not a problem. You can double the amount of CO2 and it will not have a noticeable effect on the Earth's mean surface temperature, period. That's a hard calculation.
Yep. But guess what? We're very worried about we're gonna get a divorce. What's she doing with our kids? What's going on? There's another one here. Hold on. Oh yeah. And then the female is so dysfunctional. Look who they voted for. Gave even a slightest chance of running something.
Rather have a potentially demented, senile, moderate, formerly, ensconced with segregationist, racist person, pro-war individual who is extremely unpopular even amongst Democrats. They'd rather have him because they're afraid if they remove him that the gravy train might stop. So it really is an example of the decay of U.S. empire, that it won't even let the smallest...
Yo, they voted because they wanted probably welfare. They wanted the programs, Democrat programs to keep on going, the welfare state, and be able to murder their unborn children. So they voted this guy in. And what happens? Illegals come in and it's taking up all the resources and they're kicking you out. and putting them in.
Change. They won't even let you negotiate Medicare, negotiate for pharmaceutical drugs. They won't even allow the smallest changes in this country to preserve the privileges of the ultra rich, no matter who it costs. And that's why Biden is there. That's why Trump's there too. And that's why if people really want to look at how we change this country, you're going to have to look at how you change the two parties, because there's no other way in this system that we can move forward.
And he's right. Like I said before, Trump is not the answer like that. I mean, goddamn, he's way better than what we got. But I mean, I think RFK, if you want to talk about somebody that'll probably be better, and there's probably somebody better than him that we don't even know about, but they control it all. So I mean, what the hell? What are you gonna do? You know? And then all because of these liberal thoughts and everything like that, and this chicanery and the fraud. Now, my beloved city of birth, New York, is imploding.
Around with Trump, and now the truckers are refusing to deliver any goods to New York. They're about to find out.
New York, New York, New York. With Trump. With Trump. Now the truckers ain't trying to deliver y'all produce, y'all goods for 3 years. If you in New York, you better get up out of there.
I've been on the radio talking to drivers for about the last hour 15 minutes. They're going to start refusing loads in New York City starting on Monday. All right? I got about 3 drivers that I drive with. They already vibed with the boss and told them they ain't going to New York City.
This gonna get real heavy.
You f*** around and find out.
New York after
You fucked around, now you about to find out. And your freight, your prices of living is gonna shoot through the atmosphere. You're gonna be up on the freaking moon on how much money you gotta spend. It's gonna be New York is about to be the most expensive place on the planet. Congratulations. You're gonna be more expensive than Zimbabwe. But you ain't got the ability to go in your backyard and dig in the ground and find gold. Only thing you're gonna find under that ground is a landfill. You're gonna see a whole bunch of trash under there, things that didn't disintegrate. I know, because we used to dig in the backyard and everything like that. It's like, what's all this garbage doing under the ground? Garbage. You're sitting on a freaking landfill. That's in Queens, at least. In Queens. So, man, I mean, let me put one more in here. I saw a guy. I'm not going to even go into the Asian fella I found. This Asian fella, or maybe maybe we might keep it going because somebody seems pretty cool. Yes. What you think about it, baby? You think that these chicks is bugging? They bugging, ain't they? Yeah, look at you. You move around too much. You're moving around too much. She's learning. But let's let these chicks. They think they can go around and hop from member to member, and this is something I wanted to put up here with STDs.
STDs, the one thing no one wants to think about. Now, these nasty critters are transmitted at differing rates, but the best single number that I could find on a simple Google search was that if you have a one-night stand with a random person, you have a 30% chance of catching an STD. Keep in mind that women contract STDs much more easily than do men, simply because of differences in anatomy. And that generalized number of 30% is higher than 30% for women and lower than 30% for men. Also keep in mind the popularity of dating apps and that they are essentially hookup sites. A vast majority of the women are having sex with the same 4 or maybe 5% of men. And that the average woman on the dating apps sleeps with the man no later than the 3rd date. date, and that they stay on the dating apps for months or even years with no real relationships. That's why they're still on the apps. That's 8 to 10 guys a year on the low end, a higher than 30% probability of contracting an STD. And so for the men, you'll never know her true number, but if you can tell just from getting to know her that she has a body count north of 20, she has almost certainly had one or more STDs. And that 3-month break she took from dating to find herself, that was her recovery time. Be picky, men. Choose wisely.
Yes, be picky. Be picky. I mean, very picky. I tell my boy, I said, man, when you start going out dating and anything like that, and you living your life, boy, you just don't settle for the first one that come along. You let them know, so yo, I'm dating. I'm looking at my options. I'm finding myself, and yeah, because you need to find yourself as a young man. If you think that you 20 years old and you done found the all be all, and you go ahead and get with her, boy, you don't even know who you are. How you gonna know who she is? How you gonna be able to tell the signs? You need to listen to your father or whatever male role model you have, a person of wisdom, and get advice from them. Keep in contact with them because there's things such as divorce that are like this.
Be careful about who you have kids with. I hate to say that. Like the choice to have children with some. Listen, you get divorced. All they can really do is take your stuff, and you can always make more money. Like I don't mean to be glib about that, but it's just money, and money offers real solutions to imaginary problems and imaginary solutions to real problems. So I think money's a good thing to have. I've been poor and then I've had money, and having money's better. But I gotta tell you, when you have a kid with somebody, God, they have leverage over you. It's unbelievable the leverage they have over you. Because most people love their kids, more than anything. It's like the most profound kind of love they've ever experienced. And, when you have a co-parent who hates you pathologically, I have seen people use children to just torture someone for, I would say for 18 years, but even past that, it's a lifetime. Yeah. You're gonna have grandkids with that person.
God damn, that video sound low as hell. Jeez, I didn't know the thing was gonna be like that. But I think I'm on one section here. So let's go into this woman talking about how, oh, women should just realize they're undesirable or something like that. I think that's on here. Here it goes.
Want Black women to understand is that we are to be accepting of our positioning as the least desirable in society. We should get the memo that nobody really wants a Black woman. Thus, if anybody was to find themselves willing to take up with us, we should be happy, we should be grateful, and we should shut up about it. And if you are a Black woman that dares to push back.
First of all, let's be clear. It's not that Black women are undesirable. The personality of a lot of Black modern women is undesirable. The
Yes.
stigma of you feel like you don't need a man, can't nobody tell you nothing. The mindset of a lot of Black women is undesirable.
Yes.
And instead of dealing with the root of the issues, sometimes we want to just play like, oh my goodness, nobody want Black women. Where you getting that from? The truth is, a lot of Black women are a product of a generation of other Black women screaming to the top of their lungs, I don't need a man. And when you carry that same type of ideology, you carry that into your mindset and in the way that you show up in relationships, then it's not that Black women are undesirable. You may be undesirable. Your personality may be undesirable. The idea that you want to emasculate Black men, that is what's undesirable. So let's not confuse the two.
Exactly. Let's not get it let's not get it confused. Let's not get it twisted. I mean, just like the woman you said earlier, when she's tearing up the restaurant. Who wants to be with something like that? They think that that's cool. They think that that's proper. What's going on? What kind of freaking delusion is going on here? I think it's in the beginning. Yep. Let me see here. Yeah, who's giving them these ideas that this is the way to be, that this is just and this is righteous. This is not cool. All the behaviors are dysfunctional as all hell. Dysfunctional as all hell. And now we have a thing with freaking we're being invaded. And you still don't know how to act right.
So not too long ago, there was this liberal Trump hater trying to lecture me on why so many people are coming through the southern border. And it was Republicans' fault for saying that the southern border is wide open, which is why so many people are coming through there. Well, I went ahead and informed him on some videos that I have seen on this platform and other social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook, where people like this come here, make videos, and send it back to their fellow countrymen. They say in the videos that yes, the southern border is wide open, then they pan around and say, look at where I'm at. When you come here, you'll get free housing, free food, hell, they'll even let you go where you want to go and they'll pay for it. Here lately in some of the other videos I've seen, they talk about seeing Joe Biden, the president of the United States, sue the Texas governor for putting up more wire, so y'all make sure y'all go through Nogales. But here's my favorite part about their videos. They talk about how stupid the American people are. As Americans bitch and complain about this administration forgetting about them, they're advocating for me to come and steal their resources. And they make fun of all of you.
Yeah. Make fun of all you dumbasses. All you dumbass females. Dumbasses. Because you voted for this, right? You voted for the clown. You voted for the thief. And let me tell you something. This guy brought up a good point. Where is he? Oh boy, this guy brought up a good point about real estate. So all my real estate people and everything like that, this is the future. But you know the FEMA don't freaking listen. It won't listen. That's why I just gotta give up. But I mean, me, I showed some videos. I think I did some shorts, and I don't know what to. No, if y'all want me to go ahead into them and show you what's going on, what the future looks like in America, let me know, and I will go ahead and bring that up because it ain't looking pretty. But let me try to find this one video that the guy talks about real estate and what they're gonna do with these migrants. Oh, here we go. Sometimes I be looking right past it. Check this out. This is gonna fix the real estate crisis for the corporations, but leave you probably homeless. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And let me tell you something. That's mostly gonna be these big these big corporations, hedge funds that bought up all this real estate that they got all these houses sitting empty because they're losing money and they want to get those houses profitable and they'll go ahead and rent out. It'll be like a deal, a package deal they'll do with the government. Like, you have a whole neighborhood full of illegals. And you remember when the buying frenzy was going on and they were buying up whole neighborhoods? They were buying up the whole neighborhood. And oh my goodness. I mean, down in Florida, buying up the whole damn neighborhood. Come on, girl. All right, well, I don't know what else to fucking put up here. I don't know what else to do to get through to the people. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap and probably head over to Rumble. But I got to tend to this one here. So until next time, my friends, it's been real. And oh, come on, shut up. Jeez, stupid thing. Let me see if I can. Let me give you some little entertainment before. Where is it? Oh, I'm in the wrong damn thing. Am I? Here we go. Let me go give you this. Here we go.
Guess, that's it. Quite a ride, huh?
Oh, well, it was nice while it lasted, right?
It was nice while it lasted.